Mr. Chairman, sir, keeping in view the circumstances in the country, our constitution is so framed that we can say that it is neither fully federal nor fully unitary. Stop. It strikes a balance between two and it stood the test of time in all situations so far cropped in the country. Stop. We have so far successfully thwarted all kinds of challenges posed to our political system and we have remained stable amidst such pressure on our system. Stop. I do not think that any new development has taken place warranting reappraisal and detailed analysis of our political system. Stop. Often, our friends, particularly from opposition parties, raise the demand for redefining of relations between the center and the states. I think whenever any political development takes place in a particular state or a particular party of a particular state feels any pressure on it in that situation, the only one slogan is raised that the central government is committing excesses on it, be it is a political issue or a financial issue. Stop para. Generally, such things are raised on three counts. Firstly, it is raised on account of the institution of governor. Secondly, on account of prevailing financial relations between the center and the states. And thirdly, such things are raised by different regional parties for their personal political gains under the compulsion of situations in their state. Stop. If a detailed analysis is made with regard to it, one comes to the conclusion that behind all these three factors, it is mainly the political compulsion that forces them to raise such issues. Stop. Sir, if we take an example of the present West Bengal government, which often holds central government responsible for any lapse on their part so that they could hide their failures. They often level charges against central government of not granting that much of autonomy which is required by their state government to undertake the job, while the fact is that our constitution is neither newly formed nor it is a creation of recent past. Stop. At present, whatever equation between the center and the states is prevailing. It has been prevailing under the constitution since long ago. Stop. It was formed long ago by our constitution makers. Stop. So long as the same party ruled at the center and the state, no such problem arose. But as soon as different parties came into power at the center and states, such problem began to arise. Stop para. Often the states make complaints against central government for not paying attention towards their financial needs and for not providing them the required financial resources, and as a result of which development projects remain incomplete. Stop. Basically, it is the governments of states which are responsible for making developments in their states, and in order to fulfill this obligation, they need money. Stop. States have been presenting their case before Finance Commission, and the financial resources are distributed accordingly, and this is thing is clearly mentioned in the constitution also. Stop. But we see that whenever some state governments become unable to generate required financial resources to fulfill the requirements of development works and also to function according to the aspirations of people of that particular state, then such state governments blame the center for not providing them required funds. Stop. I would like to submit to the Honorable Minister for Home Affairs that the present Finance Commission shall devise a formula as to how the states could be provided their maximum share in the financial resources. Stop. A serious thought is required to be given to it, and the formula so evolved may undergo minor changes, but major changes in it create imbalance, and generally some people try to shirk their responsibility on this pretext. Stop. Some days ago, some suggestions were given to the Honorable Prime Minister by the Chief Ministers of some states. Stop. When they called on Honorable Prime Minister, they talked on different subjects. Stop.